we now return to Let's Play Banished. Alright, let's keep this thing going. And now, we're going to be... That thing is really in the way if that's where I want to put the quarry. Now we're going to be looking at mines and quarries. Stone will perpetually be low. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get rid of this. There's not much hanging out in there anyway, and may as well just do what we can there. Just dig out the quarry right about there, I suppose. Now if I wanted to, I could cut down these orchards and utilize them for... Oh, really? Okay, well, apparently the wheat... Where did that wheat go that I had set aside? Of course it did. Yeah, okay, this is not gonna work. So, we gotta get rid of this tavern, sadly, and build another one. Where is it? I never remember these damn service buildings. There it is. Is that gonna fit? Hey! Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and designate that right there in the marketplace. And we'll just build from there. So we'll have to chop this one down. And probably that well then, which means I could move the well down here, because we'll have to utilize this for home space. So let's get the well... Now, we'll be chopping down a tree to do this. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have to. Get it right next to that tree. Hey, there we go. Okay, we'll also go ahead and cut that. Remove that. There we go. And hopefully we get some material out of this. Now, do I actually get space for a home here? I do. There's plenty of space for a home here. Possibly two. Oh, good. So we got that now. Go ahead and... get that going. Yeah, not a big fan here. Okay, that tavern's being built, and then we will need the quarry. So let's extend the quarry to, like, I'm trying to line it up. You know what? That, and then we'll put a quarry right there, I guess. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, it just requires a bunch of iron. Okay. I gotta get out of the damn habit of pausing all the time. That was not intentional. So... apple, no, damn it. We need wheat. Still got wheat? Still got wheat. A little bit of wheat. A very, very little bit of wheat. But we got more beans and more berries. Bean brew. Yeah. Okay. Well, that leaves this area for something. Let's do... Well, okay. I will go ahead and just start putting down homes here. Do you think we have enough stone? We got no stone. No, we don't. So we'll have to do wooden homes. That is a very large and ungainly gap. But, c'est la vie. Put a pause on that one, and then put this here. Right by the fishmonger. That'll be a very high-class establishment. Right by the docks. The land value will skyrocket, no doubt. So we're full up on something. I don't know, maybe 2 taverns would have been perfectly fine, given how badly we actually need that to be growing up. What, we're low on wheat, or we must be low on fish. Or food of some nature. Boy, that does actually go out real fast, doesn't it? Oh, really? Do I have to go put this back in there? That would be kind of embarrassing. We are not actually getting too many cherries out of this. Could use a few more farmers, I suppose. Let's work on building, though. Because what are we building? Let's do berries. Let's go back to that. Oh, well, we took some cherries up here, that's why. Many venison. Many. Food supplies have dwindled a little bit, but when you consider that the population is also exploded... Still not too many kids, though. Still not too many kids. That is eventually going to come back and bite me, I'm pretty sure. Iron, we're just waiting on the builders, and so once the builders are done... Add another builder real quick, then that'll probably drop down. Could use another fisherman, I suppose, another 2. I did add a number of farm hands to this whole thing, didn't I? That's okay. Go ahead. I really got to keep an eye on... See, my food supplies are now kind of dipping down to an area I'm not totally comfortable with losing. No cherry. Small amounts of berry. Absolutely no wheat. We perhaps require a few more fields of actual stuff. Okay, so we've got workers now. Miners. Stonecutters, I guess is what the actual thing is. What I'm going to need to do, I'm going to pause, is build a store yard. So we'll just go ahead and come along the side of it here. I hate it when the roads don't bend right. Okay. And then we'll build a store yard. Stockpile. Stockpile can be 8 by 10. Excellent. So, to designate, we'll lower this down to like 2, and I guess for now we'll start out with 3 stonecutters. We don't have that many people. The boat is here. The good boat? Cabbage seeds, pepper seeds, pumpkins, walnuts, plums. Yeah, this really is not good trade. I mean, because these don't allow me to produce more fruit, which is kind of necessary. But cabbage seeds would give me another... Thing is, though, we just don't have the population to justify massive amounts of farm workers, especially if I want to continue doing that. So, until that happens, we probably don't need to be... Well, I don't know. I mean, that's an awful lot for just something that is not totally necessary. But, I mean, what is my massive... Let's go look at this. Obviously the venison from our 2... And then we've got the fishers. If I had more fishers designated, we'd be getting even more of those. Full population... Mushrooms, gatherers... No apples, berries... So wait a minute, why are apples unlocked for me when I can't even... I guess maybe that's part of the foraging? Okay, we'll let things run. Let's build more homes, because we need population. We must be doing okay for firewood, because that's not something that is popped up as a problem. Okay, I guess I could have... Well, we have no idle hands at the moment. Continue doing this. People apparently have been dying. Yes, they have. Because now they've shown up in here. Just, well, if I had the event log, it would kind of tell me, but, you know, died of old age. Nomads have arrived at the town hall. Oh, hey. For the first time. Nomads. 13 nomads, absolutely. Okay, so now we've got all kinds of people. I did not want to do... Okay, there we go. So we got our nomads. Sudden influx of people. Reserve of firewood is low. Guess who just... Hubris. Okay, nope, we'll just cut out that whole field. And then we will fill in all the gaps. Well, I mean, it's... No, stop the harvest. Ting tang. Well, okay, so I don't know. A third field for that. I mean, the thing about farming and relying on it is that ultimately we, you know, it's only seasonal. So we could get a lot of food in a burst, but what we kind of really need at the moment, I think, is perhaps another fisher? Fisher or a hunter? If we did a fisher here, that would be kind of out of the... I mean, that doesn't have a lot of range. That would go right there. It really does not have a lot of range. That's not a very good spot. But that's pretty much... Well, actually, that one right there would be okay. Because it's kind of getting a little bit of everything. And it's right on the border of its neighbor. Alright. So, how am I going to get the road over there? I guess we're going to do it like this, and then... oh, of course. So we got to wait for that, but eventually... Alright. So we'll let that happen. Bring this back up. Firewood. I suppose I could do another one. Another woodcutter. Increased for that. Will increase for the fisher. Probably would be better off, actually. Where is that? Putting another one into stone cutters. How do you not have a job? Stop. Picking up resources, a fisherman. A fisherman, one of the extra fishermen that has no fishery just yet. Kind of wish I'd left a little bit of a gap, but I could bring this around for no real reason. Especially not if I'm going to connect it through the back door like this. Oh, whatever. Maybe people would like a pathway along the coast? Along the shoreline, rather? Okay, so that's done there. Still got a few people. Still okay on all resources. So let's continue building that. We need more people. People must thrive in this village. Stonecutter was crushed by a rock. Damn it. Ever low on resources. Of course. Okay. Well, this is kind of the problem with being bounded by water. We don't have a huge area to expand to, although there is quite a plethora of stone right there. However, it's about as far away as this stuff, so, I mean, are we really helping ourselves? Let's just gather. And people will have to run. That's just how that is. We want immediate satisfaction. Outbreak of dysentery has occurred. Okay. And it slowed everything down. That's not so good. Hopefully we'll be able to take care of that in good time. I mean, is this enough for the whole town? I don't know. Ale and berries, we're missing out on food, I guess. Peaches. Let's go peaches. Peaches for a little bit. Probably missing out on food. Okay, that well by the tree. We can do connect up here. Okay. And so far so good, I guess. Continue to build using my little bits of stone as we go. Very little bits. food remains pretty stable. Cattle, finally. Okay, so 800. He doesn't. That bastard. Okay, so we're okay there. 850, 810. That's fine. So we'll get. Do we need 2? I think we might need 2 to breed. I mean, that would only make sense, right? So 1,000, we need 600 more. What could we afford? We could probably afford to bump that up to 60. Ale, we should probably just stop selling the ale. First of all, he's not taking it. Coats up, iron tools up. Not taking venison. We have no firewood over here to trade. How much firewood do I have? Firewood 200. So we could probably go for 50. We'll say. Okay. Make it happen, Captain. In a hurry, if you please. I mean, I suppose I could buy the 1 right now, just in case. That would probably be the best choice, right? Just buy it now, and then, oh, because we have none. Right. Is this showing me all that it would allow me to sell, or to buy? Ah, perfect. Well, we'll trade for 1 cattle anyway, and then we'll just hold on to hope that we will eventually get enough things that we can trade with. To get a second one. It does not look as though we are trading. You know what would help? Probably getting more dock workers. Yeah. Probably help make that go a little bit faster, don't you think? Okay. So we can get away with probably lowering that and increasing our hide usage. Let's go firewood. Lower that to increase that. There we go. Second cow. Excellent. We will now stop that. And we probably... Just looking over there on my supply, we probably don't need that many. Let's go manually turn this down to 15, 50, 50. Okay. We'll go, say, 40 on that. Venison is sadly worthless. Okay, good. Well, so now we can do a thing. How big I want this for the cattle, I do not know. It's the biggest it can get. Oh, it can get rather big. So maybe like... See, that's a pretty small pasture, I'm thinking. It does connect up nicely, but it obviously does not have to. We're going to want a lot of cattle, though. I'm thinking of connecting it with that, but... you know what? Let's not put it there. Let's put it... Whatever. We'll just keep the farm over here. Fine. Yeah, so we'll just do like an 11 by 20. That'll be okay. We'll do a road along this away. Is that... Oh, shit. Okay, we won't do that. Let's get rid of that. And get rid of the structure. And let's actually line up the roads so that they work properly. There we go. And here we go with the ranch again. Pasture. There. Excellent. Okay. Do I want... No, because this is like right there. So that food will presumably go right there too, right? Uh-oh, someone is dying of cold. Not good. Lower that, and we're going to need probably another herdsman or so. Right? So hopefully we don't have our cows slaughtered. Okay, we will have cattle. Yay. Up to 11. Yeah, I thought they took quite a bit more. Lots of kids, so I think we can pause on the buildings here. Lots of little kids. And we should probably have quite a few grandparents. Yep, we got quite a few that can die off. So that's fine there. My cow empire begins. That's good. Because mostly you need leather. Actually, what we really need is wool. So we now need sheep. Great. Sheep, more important. You know what? Let's just get rid of you. Get rid of you. There we go. We'll empty that out. We will eventually just remove that thing. So, next thing, I guess, on the agenda, I mean, really, at this point, warmer clothing and better tools is really just to make people more efficient. Uh-oh. Back to berries for a bit. No, we're probably going to have to go, probably going to have to make another berry orchard or something because, or not orchard. Can we even, is that even an option? I don't think so. I don't know. We're not doing so well on that. I mean, what's it good for anyway? Just happiness? Like, nah, I don't know. Probably something like that. But yeah, we're kind of approaching an end game here, or at least an end map, because we've kind of filled in really everything that I can do. We'll do the mine so that we get the coal, and we can fiddle around with that and maybe expand into the remaining quadrants. But I do think if I really want to push this whole beer thing, we're going to have to do a little bit more of the orchard stuff because it is definitely not working. At least not the way I would like it to. So, I will end this one here, and we'll see you next time.